Hey y'all, it's Coach K. Today I'm going to be talking to you about our overall skill for this month, which is time management. Last week we talked a lot about, understanding your natural cadence and discovering your patterns. And this week I want to talk about shifting your mindset and how you think about time. All right, so we've all either said this, have heard somebody say it, or we're thinking it right now. Like, I should have been further along by now. Like, I feel like I should be in a way different space, way different place by this time. Most people think that by 30, that they gonna have it all together and that by 30, they should have already became the president, earned the Purple Heart, like a Grammy, a Tony Award, all of that. They feel like they should have already built a family and just have all of the things in their place. They have everything together, right? That's what, delusion will tell us. Because in real life, how we use our time and how we think about time can impact our productivity. We talked about, shifting our mindset from a world perspective to a kingdom perspective, right? When it comes to a world perspective, when you look at time, it's always going to look like it's fleeting. It's always going to look like, man, I don't have enough time in the day to do what I believe I need to do. So I might as well not even do anything. Or you try to like overdo things. You try to overly work and try to like gain, I guess, some kind of clout or clarity or um, try to gain people's respect by how much you can do in a certain amount of time. That's not healthy either. So this is why it's so important for us to shift our mindset from a world perspective to a kingdom perspective, because what that does is that allows us to be focused on doing God's work. And we also understand that with God, time doesn't matter. He can reclaim time. He was the first one who declared that they reclaiming their time. So I'm gonna put it like that. God can reclaim time. So anything that you've lost or time that was lost, God can like speed it up. He can slow it down. He can do anything with time. So when it comes to that and you have that kingdom mindset, it shifts the way that you look at time, because you know that God doesn't waste anything, and everything that you go through or have experienced is going to only enhance your perspective and enhance your skill sets for whatever it is that God has called you to do. So you're never behind. You're never late. You're never in a space where you are missing the mark, because God is guiding you, and every step of the way, He's equipping you with whatever it is that you need for the calling or for whatever the purpose is that He's placed on your life. So when I say I want us to shift our mindset when it comes to time, that's what I mean. I want us to stop thinking about the fact that time is moving like that, and let's just make sure that we're managing our time in such a way that we're being intentional with every hour, with every minute. Like, we're being intentional with the time that we do have and not worried about how time has left us or how time is moving. Because when you focus on, I should have been there, or dang, I thought by now I would be XYZ, you stop yourself from being productive. You stop yourself from being in a space where you can be creative. You make yourself stagnant because you're thinking about 2020. You're thinking about 2012 when you had this lifestyle, or you're thinking about 2030 and it ain't even here yet. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking about the future when all you really have is the present. Now, I'm not saying don't think about, you know, setting things in place for your future self, because that's what you need to do. You do need to put things in place to enhance your quality of life for your future self, meaning like investments, meaning life insurance, meaning, the things that will set you up to have a brighter future. You do need to do that. But to harp on it and to be obsessive about it, that's where the issue that's where the issue comes. That's where that comes in. You have to be extremely grateful and extremely intentional with your present moment, because that's all you really have. God can reclaim time. So time is something that you shouldn't even be too concerned about. But what you do with your time is what you should be more concerned about, because that's what's impacting you. That's what kind of develops your quality of life. That is what gives you the different perspectives and like kind of enhances how you think about things. So this week, I really want to encourage you to release yourself from the rat race. Stop thinking that you should be somewhere, that you could have been doing something better, that, you know, if I would have did XYZ, this would have been different. You might be absolutely correct that if you would have did XYZ, things could have been different. But you didn't do that, right? And it was probably because you was thinking about the future or thinking about what happened back then, and it stopped you from being productive. So let's not recreate the patterns. Let's focus on, establishing a healthy mindset around time, knowing that God can reclaim it at any moment and he can suspend it at any moment. Giving all that power to God, giving him the glory and giving him the freedom to manage time for you. But in the same breath, utilizing every minute and moment that God has given you and blessed you with to be intentional and productive and doing the work that he's called you to do will change your entire perspective on how you view life. Because it's going to be purpose driven, not time driven, or what's the word I'm looking for? Achievement driven. You're going to be productive. You're going to be successful. You're going to be, impactful if you use the time that you have in your hand right now to do things that are of quality. If you focus on what you didn't get done, or if you focus on how things have shifted and how you believe that you should have been somewhere else, you're going to stay suspended in time thinking about that, and you're not going to be productive. You're not going to change your perspective. So I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, DM me, comments, whatever you need. I'm here to support you. But yeah, until next time, stay focused, trust God, and respect the process. I'm Coach K. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.